Welcome back, Bowling World fans. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Purple Hammer Reactive. So let's go ahead and get it over onto the workbench, get it laid out. The layout that we went with on this ball was 65 by 4.5 by 60, and this is one of the layouts that matches one of my urethane purple hammers, and that's just simply because of the fact that I want to have something that I can transition from my Purple Hammer urethane balls to my reactive one whenever it comes to patterns or here on the house shot or on any condition that I might encounter going from center to center or from event to event. So let's get right into it. Let's get this ball laid out, drilled up, and get over onto the lanes. Alright, so once again, we went with the 65 by 4.5 by 60 because it is one of the layouts that matches one of my urethane purple hammers, and I wanted to do that again to be able to go from one to the next really seamlessly. I definitely think that the Purple Hammer Reactive is going to be that ball that's going to see more of the lane after the urethane is thrown, right after the first couple games of a tournament like the PBA regionals that I've been seeing, because of the fact that it doesn't see as much in the front section of the lane. It sees more of the middle of the lane, in my opinion, after a couple games of lane shine. Now, we're going to go ahead and get this drilled up with our vacuum inserts. Again, it's a top hole of 1 1/32 and a bottom one of 30 1/32. And we're going to go ahead and glue in our Bice PO blacks right after we get those finger holes sanded out. And let's go ahead and get that ball over onto the lanes. But just before that, let's talk a little bit about the specs of the new Purple Hammer Reactive Solid. Alright, so to start off with, we have the LED core in the Purple Hammer Reactive Solid that has an RG of 2.586 and a differential of 0.027. Now, we have a very low differential with a higher RG, allowing this ball to still see that roundness that the Purple Hammer Urethane sees, but with an extra kick with that cover stock that's wrapped around with. That is the Purple Reactive Solid cover stock that's finished off at 500 and 1500 grit Zaire. That is nice and dull, and I definitely think you should give this ball a couple games to be able to lane shine for the house shot conditions, because of the fact that it does see quite a bit of the front and middle part of the lane. It doesn't see as much of the front of the lane as the Purple Hammer Urethane, and that's just simply because of the fact that it is a reactive resin cover versus a urethane cover that is going to see it a lot earlier, even if the urethane cover is pearlized. But we're going to go ahead and get this ball over onto the lanes and let you guys see what this ball can truly do and talk a little bit more about what it can do on the lanes. So let's get right into it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Alright guys, so as always, I am starting off the first few shots starting a little bit further left whenever it comes to my launch angle, off of my hand, and a little bit further left with my feet to be able to let you guys see a little bit of what this ball can do whenever it sees too much friction, because it's important to understand where the friction in your typical house shot condition is. Now, the outside part of the lanes here in AMF All-Star lanes in Kenner, Louisiana are extremely high friction, so I normally play a little bit further inside no matter what, and you can see that off of the first few shots here. And as I slowly migrate a little bit more into the middle of the lane, you can see where this ball starts laboring a little bit until I kind of fine tune myself and I find myself in that little sweet spot in the middle section of the lane where I can allow this ball to really float through the front and middle part of the lane and give me the true reaction that I love about this bowling ball. This ball is super rounded in motion, but it definitely still has enough kick because of the reactive solid cover that I put on this bowling ball to be able to really go through the pins nicely, along with that higher RG core with the lower lower differential. This ball is going to be an absolute beast on both the house conditions along with all the PBA tournament patterns that I'll be bowling on this next season. We start up our season in December, in the second week of December, so look forward to a vlog in a few weeks after this video goes out. Along with all the other ball reviews, I am trying to do my best to get these all out. I caught a little bit of a cold, so I ended up delaying a week of videos, so that's why you guys saw the little bit of a gap, but we're right back at it. We're trying to film everything, get everything put together for you guys so you guys can get all the information about the latest and greatest balls that are on the market right now from the brands of Brunswick. But I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of these shots, and you tell me down below in the comments section what you think about this new Purple Hammer Reactive and any tips or advice that you see in my physical game or about this ball that you might want to see differently. Go ahead, drop them down in the comment section. Enjoy the rest of it.
All right, guys, and that was the Purple Hammer Solid Reactive Resin. Again, this ball is absolutely phenomenal. I definitely think it's going to be a cheat code for both the house shot as well as on those tournament conditions whenever I go and travel to PBA regionals or any tournament that might involve a pattern that's a little bit more difficult than the typical house shot. Again, I've thrown it over the last couple weeks. It looks phenomenal, and it looks phenomenal in this video. And just so you guys know, if you guys want to bring that ball back to its factory finish, you guys can go ahead and get the True Cut CTD pads over on bowlingworld.biz right now and be able to use the True Cut conditioner along with it. And just go ahead and spray that True Cut conditioner onto the CTD True Cut pad and go ahead and just circular motions all the way around the ball to be able to get it cleaned up and right back to the dull finish that it comes out of. in the box finish. And as always, if you guys want to get your Purple Hammer Reactive Solid, go over to bowlingworld.biz as always to be able to get yours. And as always, make sure any questions you guys drop down in the comment section below, along with following us on all of our social media pages that we have along with my own. And make sure you guys are hitting that like and subscribe button. This is Patrick Martinez once again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I'll talk to you later.